Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Okay, today we are going to make two really cute patriotic signs using the window clings from Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one is my absolute favorite, and I've even got like a matching shirt. So this is my shirt from Walmart. This year it was like $5.87. I love it, and it's so soft. But I love this, and this right here matches my decor perfect this year. So those of you that decorated my mom's hutch with me, I have a lot of just the patriotic, snow cones, everything on the hutch. So I just thought it would be fun to make some signs using the window clings. So I have this one right here, of course, Dollar Tree. I have this one, and then I also have this one right here. Like I said, all of these are Dollar Tree. And then we're gonna use one of these signs right here. You can use any sign that you want. Of course, this is a patriotic, you know, Valentine's, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day. They always have these signs. So whatever you have laying around the house, I'm gonna use one of these. And then I also have a round one. But yeah, so I just have this, some paint, some Mod Podge, a bunch of ribbons, some twine, hot glue gun, just a little bit of everything. So, all right, let's get to it. Okay, so for starters, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint both of my signs white. And if you want, you can go ahead and sand this down and paint this. I'm just gonna turn it over and I'm gonna paint the back side. So like I said, both of these, I'm just gonna paint the back. This one had a big price tag, like sticker on the back of it. All I did was I took my blow dryer to it, I got it really hot, and just slowly just started peeling it off, and it came right off. So, I am gonna use Apple Barrel white paint. Just basic white paint. This big thing right here was like $2, or you can get like the little ones for 50 cents. So I'm gonna go ahead and just paint both of these white, and then we'll move on to the decorating. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hangers off for right now. That way I don't have to worry about getting paint on them. Okay, so I have Riley's Avengers mat that I always paint on. All right, now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a basic foam brush from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna squirt my paint on the back here and just paint it. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna paint this up really quick. Okay, so I already have one coat of the white. Because this is like an acrylic paint, I'm gonna need probably 2, maybe 3 coats. But if you use a chalk paint, you could probably do this in 1 coat. So I'm just gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna do another coat to it. I am gonna paint around the edges. So to help speed up my drying process, I always use my blow dryer, just my basic hair blow dryer, and I'm just gonna dry this paint really quick. Okay, so this one now has 2 coats of the white paint. I'm gonna set this one aside, and now I'm going to paint up this one. Okay, same thing. The white Apple Barrel paint, I'm just gonna squirt it all over the back and then paint it up. Okay, so now I have both of these painted white on one side. This one I did 2 coats of the white paint, and then this one I just used a bunch of paint and it only took 1 coat. So I painted all on the edges of both of them. I just didn't paint this side. So, all right, now the fun part is to decorate using our window clings. So I am going to adjust the camera, that way you can see exactly what to do. So this is gonna be so much fun and so easy. So, okay, let's do it. Okay, so now we're just gonna make sure, see the little hanger, little hole at the top? I just want to make sure I have that at the top, just in case I do wanna hang this. Okay, so I'm gonna get that straight. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my popsicles, ice creams, and I'm gonna lay out my design before I do anything, because I wanna put stuff on this one and this one right here. So, okay, so I'm just gonna pull these off and just kind of play with it. So I'm just gonna lay out everything. Let's see, let's go with this one. Look how cute that is. Okay, so kind of just, okay, I'm gonna have a bow up here. So I'm not really worried about that hoe because I am gonna have a big bow. I do want something down here. Let's see. Let's use celebrate. Look at this big word right here. Let's see if I can get that. Put this down here at the bottom. Let's see. Now I just have to adjust for that. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Okay. So before I Mod Podge this down here, I want to play with this one also in case I need to adjust anything or switch. But so far, look how cute that looks. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna set that one right here. Now I'm gonna take this one, once again, make sure I have my hangers, the little hose at the top, just in case I wanna hang it. Okay, so now I have these two left. So I'm going to take this one, put this up at the top. Just make sure you try to get it like kind of maybe centered and straight. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. Okay. Maybe kind of sit that right there. Okay, I need more. Okay, I'm definitely gonna use some stars. What can I use here? Okay, so you have Liberty. You can add Liberty on here. You have USA, you can put that. I think I'm gonna use this right here. It says Let Freedom Ring. And look at that pretty font that they used. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Let's use these stars. Okay. Maybe one right there. And I'm just sitting these here. We can always adjust. Okay, but I'm just gonna keep using all of the stars basically from this page. There, maybe that there. Okay, how does that look? All right, so what do you think about something like that? That's cute. All right, okay, so now I'm gonna sit this one right up here and this one right here. I'm gonna take my Dollar Tree Mod Podge. Whatever Mod Podge you have at home, this is just the Dollar Tree one. Okay, so now that I have an idea of what I wanna do, I'm gonna go ahead and brush Mod Podge all over this. Okay, so I'm gonna take these off. Once again, I'm just gonna use a foam brush and then my Mod Podge. Okay. Just brush this on here. I'm kind of putting it everywhere just because you never know exactly where your sticker's gonna hit at, your cling. Okay, I'm also gonna put some Mod Podge on the back of my clings. It may not be necessary, but I'd rather have a little too much than not enough. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of brush that on there. Okay, now once again, my hoe is at the top. And I'm just going to sit these on here as straight as I can. And I'm not gonna like push it down just yet. I wanna like sit them on here and make sure they're pretty much right. I'm just putting a little bit of Mod Podge on the back of them. You know what, let me do Celebrate real quick because I have to make sure that lines up. All right, put Celebrate on here. Okay, so Celebrate I know is where I want it, so I'm gonna rub that on there. Okay. Now, take my other little popsicle here, a little bit more Mod Podge on it. I'm gonna lay this one over here. Okay. Now let me adjust all of these. Okay, so I have them like exactly where I want them. Now I'm just gonna like kind of rub them on here. Whoop. Just make sure I kind of get at any air bubbles. Just rub it on there nice and smooth. Get everything down, all your edges. Okay. Look how cute. Okay, now I'm gonna coat this in Mod Podge. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna go over this with Mod Podge. Make sure you get your edges, all of your edges. Look how cute this already is. And we're not even finished with it. So, okay. So this now has Mod Podge all over it. So now I'm gonna sit this to the side and we're gonna let this dry and work on this one right here. So, okay, there's that one. Okay, with this one, because there's so many pieces to it, I'm gonna kind of work in a section. So right here where I have the Let Freedom ring, I'm gonna go ahead and Mod Podge that and stick that down. I'm just going to put some on the back of this too. All right. I'm going to go ahead and lay that down there. Okay, so now I have that there. Okay, now I like where the star is. So I'm going to go ahead and do this area right here for that star. Okay, I'm going to put more on the back of the star. And then I'm just going to sit that right down in there. Okay. All right, so this one right here. More Mod Podge, some on the star, and then I'm gonna lay that right down in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and seal that down right there in this one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this little blue one up here. And put some on the back of this star, and just lay that right down in there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this ice cream cone up here. Okay, just go ahead and put me some Mod Podge right there. Just brush it on there. And do not worry, Mod Podge dries clear, so you won't even see it. Okay. Now some on the back of my cone. Okay. Now to get this to go in here right. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna rub this one on here now. Okay, just rub it down really good. Okay, and then I'm gonna put Mod Podge on the top of this. Okay, really focus on your edges. Okay, so now for all these little stars, just put a little dab. Some right here, some on the back of my star. Just stick it down in there. Okay. Put some up here on my star. And then just sit that down in there. Okay, so for my last big star down here in the corner, put my Mod Podge. And then just put some, once again, on the star. Okay, so I'm gonna rub these on. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my last ice cream cone. Okay, I'm gonna put some onto my cone and my flag up here. Let's get this on here nice and centered. Okay, so now I'm gonna rub this one down. Okay, and then now I'm gonna coat all of this down here with more Mod Podge. Okay, now that this is covered in Mod Podge, I am going to pull this head off. I'm gonna pull that off. And then I will save this for a mini rolling pin. Okay, oh my gosh, look how cute. These are already turning out. I love that right there. So we got this one, and we have this one right here. Ah, I love it. Okay, so now we are gonna add bows to both of them. So, okay. I have a bunch of different ribbons here. A lot of them are Hobby Lobby, some are Craft Outlet online, and some, one is Michael's, and then some are like a local store that we have here called Dees, which is D-E-E-S, Dees of Louisville. So those of you in Louisville, it's across from the mall. Okay, so on this one, we are gonna use this red and white polka dot ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I have this little blue and white gingham, and then I have this with the stars on it. This was on clearance at Walmart for 75 cents. So, okay, I'm gonna show you how to make a big bow using these right here. And you can use whatever ribbon you want and just use the same steps that I show you. Okay, so I always love to start with like the bigger ribbon first. This is the 2.5 inch. Okay, just kind of pull it out. What I do is, I'm turn sideways. It's easier for me to like show you and for you to see. Okay, so what I do is I just pinch it. I love to leave me like a tail. Okay. I just pinch it right here. Okay, so now you see the ribbon is going down. And those of you that already know how to do this, you can skip this part. But I always love to show you just in case you don't know how. So, okay, this is how I do bows. Okay, so as that's coming down, okay, I now just take this and I'll push it up towards the back. And then right there where I'm already pinched, I just add this and I just pinch it right there. Okay, so now it's already formed that one loop. So now this, see that's just dangling down. I just pull that straight up into the air. Okay, and then I flip it over towards the front. And then I also just pinch that. So everything is now just pinched right there. I like to make sure that both of my loops are about the same size. If they're not, you just kind of pull it and adjust it. Okay, so now both of those loops are about the exact same size of each other. So now I am done with this one right here, okay? Okay, to make it easy for you, take you a chip clip or like a clothespin, and where I have it pinched, I'm now just gonna stick my chip clip right there, and it's gonna hold it together for me. That way I can just sit this right here, and I can move on to this ribbon without trying to like hold everything into one hand. So, same exact thing, but since this is printed on both sides, it's so much easier. Okay, so once again, I just pinch me a little tail. So now that is pinched right there, and I take my ribbon, I loop up towards the back, and I pinch it. So I have that one loop already formed. So now this ribbon that's dangling down, and I just pull it straight up into the air, and then I bring it down, and then I pinch it. Okay, and then once again, make sure your loops are about the same size of each other. So now I have these about the same length. I'm now done with this one. Okay, so now this one, so now I pick up my bundle right here that's been pinched, and then right here where it's pinched, just keep pinching it. I'm now gonna take this where it is pinched, and I'm gonna add those two together. So now that right there, and once again, I'm gonna take my chip clip, and I'm gonna hold that together for me. All right, so now this, super easy. I just have this out, and I'm just gonna cut me a couple strips. Okay. You can make these as long as you want. Keep them about the same size of each other. Okay, and you can add as many as you want. Okay, I got 2 here, let's do 3. Okay. All right, so now I have these just cut, these 3 little strips right here. Okay. So now I'm gonna pick up this little bundle right here. Open that up. Now I'm gonna add my ribbons to this. So I'm gonna take one and kind of crisscross it. I'm gonna take one right here, just lay one across the center that way. Now like I'm gonna make an X. So now this one, I'm gonna lay it at an angle this way, pinch it. Okay. And now this one, I'm just gonna kind of lay straight across, just right there in the center. Everything Everything is right here in the center, pinched between my fingers. Okay. Now, take you a pipe cleaner. Any color that you want. I'm gonna use this black one because I have it. Now I'm gonna take this pipe cleaner. I'm gonna lay it right across to where everything was pinched. Now I'm gonna wrap that around towards the back of it. And now all of this that I have, I'm now gonna push that up. Get my pipe cleaners about the same length of each other. Now what I do is I pinch it and I give it a bunch of good, tight twist. Now, that is secure and it's not going anywhere. Okay, now I can start fluffing out my loops and I can pull and jerk everything and nothing is gonna come out because of that good tight pipe cleaner. And you see how all of these right here are just kind of like sticking up? Now, because this is wire, you can take your fingers like a curling iron, pinch it, and like roll it down. See, just kind of like push everything down to whichever direction you want it to be. Okay, so now I'm just going to fluff this. Okay, look at this fun, bright ribbon. Okay, now I'm gonna do is just take some good sharp scissors and I'm gonna cut that off and then I'm gonna cut that off. Okay. Now for my edges, I'm now gonna dovetail these. You can like dovetail them, you can cut them straight across at an angle. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these really quick. Right. So both of my blue ones and then both of my red. All right, so I'm gonna show you. So you take your ribbon, you fold it in half. So just open it up, just fold it in half. Okay, now where the seam is, I'm gonna take my scissors on that seam and I'm gonna cut down at an angle towards the open edge. And that will give me a beautiful dovetail. All right, I'll show you on this one. See, that one's kind of a point. I don't want that point, like an arrow. So I'm gonna fold that over. Once again, on the folded seam, I'm gonna take my scissors and cut down at an angle. Boop. All right. Now, once again, just kind of fluff it. Hold my pipe cleaner, okay, and now I can just jerk and move everything how I want it to be. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the little hanger that came with it. I'm just gonna push this right back through. So you just push it through to the back. Then I'm gonna push this back through. Okay. Like I said, this is just the little hanger that came with it. That. Now, I'm gonna take this big old bow that we just made, and with the pipe cleaner, I'm now gonna take the pipe cleaner, loop it through the top of this hanger, okay, pull it through, and I'm now going to twist this pipe cleaner really tight around that little hanger. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. I love this. Okay, so let me just tell you, I am not a big painter. So I'm not like good with all like the highlights and the low lights and this and that. So if you want to like take you some sandpaper, like maybe distress your edges, add some shading to it, maybe like some little zigzags, little dots or something going all around it. But for now, I'm gonna kind of leave mine as is. And of course, the more I look at it, I may change it a little bit. And if I do, I'll post it on Instagram. But for now, I love this. That is so cute. This like screams summer to me. Love it. And this is not just for the 4th of July. You can leave this out all summer long because it's ice cream. Okay, this is so cute. Now we're gonna do the round one. Okay, so on this one, I am gonna have mine sitting. I'm not gonna hang mine. So on mine, I'm gonna do a bow at the top, like right on top of this, where the little hoe is. But because I don't have a lot of room for like a huge bow, I'm gonna use my little thin ribbons. So all these little skinny, like 1.5 inch ribbons is what we're gonna use to make a bow for the top. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut me some pieces. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna do that same little blue white gingham. I'm gonna do some of the star that I had. Pretty much just kind of lay them on top of each other, get about the same length. They don't have to be exact. Just kind of cut you a couple of that. Okay, let's see, I want 2 of these. So I'm gonna do that right there. Cut that. I'm gonna do 2 of the blue also. I'm just kind of doing this as we go. Let's cut that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact, but just close. Okay, so we have these 2. I have this red and white. I love this. This is from Craft Outlet online. I love it. So when I make my gingerbread wreaths around Christmas, I love using this. But it's perfect for, you know, patriotic, for Christmas, Valentine's Day. So, okay, this right here. Once again, just kind of cut about the same. I'm gonna cut 2 of this one also. Okay, and then I found this really fun pom-pom ribbon. They had it in white, they had red, and they had blue. And this, I got for $1. Okay, they're $1.99, but when ribbon goes 50% off, I got it for $1. So 50% off, it makes these $1. And you get 2 yards of them, but they're so cute. All right, let's, what color do I want to use? I think I'm gonna try the white one. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I've never used this before. Look how cute that is. All right, I'm just gonna kind of measure that too, and I'm just gonna cut at the end of one of these. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. Okay, yeah, look at that right there. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try doing a blue also. Okay. Oh, look how pretty. That is such a pretty color. See that? Okay. All right, so I'm also gonna cut this one. Okay. It's kind of about the same as this one right here. Maybe a little bit longer. Okay. That. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the red. Just one of each, red, white, and blue. Okay, just to give you an idea, I went and grabbed my ruler. I cut each one of these at 8 inches. So all of these are cut at 8 inches, and some maybe a little bit longer or shorter than others, but that's okay. And this also 8 inches. Okay, now I'm gonna take just some twine. Okay, so a lot of times, like when you see me make these little bows like this, I just stack it all on top of each other and then I fluff it. But I'm gonna show you the refabbed bow, which is you basically just make an X. Okay, so I'm gonna lay all of this at an angle. So I'm gonna do the red, the blue, my little stars, okay, this way. Now I'm gonna make my X to go that way. Once again, I'm gonna take my red, okay, so like I have an X right here. I'm gonna take the blue, and then the stars again. Now, this little fun stuff right here, I am gonna just kind of bundle it and then just kind of lay it right there in the center. Just like right straight across. Okay, you see, kind of like that. Now I'm just gonna take twine, okay, and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna lay it right across the center of everything. Okay, it's just laying right across the center. Now that I have that like that, I'm now gonna pick everything up, flip it upside down, and now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna tie me a really tight knot. Kind of adjust everything first. Make sure everything's kind of centered and even. So now I'm gonna tie a really tight knot. Okay, so now I have that tied really tight. I'm gonna put me in a couple little knots. Now I'm gonna flip this back over and I'm going to fluff everything out. Okay, so just kind of fluff it. I'm gonna bend it first, kind of bend it, cave it in. Now I'm gonna take all of my little ribbons and I'm just gonna pull them apart. Just kind of fluff it all out for me. That way I see a little bit of everything. Okay, just pull it. So I got some red, I got blue, I want red again, and then the blue going up. I got that pretty little star across the top. Okay. So like just twist it. Okay, I'm just fluffing this all out. Okay, look at this cute, fun little bow. It's really messy. Now I'm not gonna dovetail these ends, but I am gonna clean them all up. That way they're just kind of nice and clean looking on the ends. You can always do just like at an angle. All right, so now I'm gonna cut off this excess twine because I don't need all of that. Okay, this is so cute, but my pom-poms are too long. So I'm gonna have to cut off some of my pom-poms. All right, let me trim this up. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this adorable bow and I'm gonna hot glue it right here on the top of this. All right, so I'm just gonna put some hot glue like right up here about where this hoe is. Okay, just kind of onto the side of it just a little bit. That way my doesn't leak through to my countertop. Okay, I'm gonna take this bundle and I'm gonna just push it right there on the very top of my sign. Okay, just right up there at the top. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hold that down into that dress. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold that down into that dress and then we'll give it a really good fluff. Okay, now we're gonna fluff out the bow. Okay, once again, I'm just gonna pull. I'm gonna have my red come up. I'm gonna take some of the blue and I'm just gonna kind of like just work and fluff it. That way I can see all of my pretty little ribbons. There is no wrong way to make your bow. Use whatever ribbon that you love and that you can find. I know right now, if you can make it to Michael's, Michael's ribbon is on sale for $4.99. I got this right here. I just bought this the other day. Look at that, love it. The navy blue with the white stars. You get 25 feet. So this was on sale for $4.99. And they had all kinds of pretty like patriotic ribbons. And some was like, and some you can like kind of use year round. Okay, look. I love this. I think this one's my favorite. I love that. And this is going to be perfect on my hutch. So if you, like I said, if you did not see how we decorated the hutch, I will link that at the very end of this video and also down in the description. But look at that. Now, if you would rather this to hang, I'm gonna show you an option. Okay. This is the sign that we made together last year. Okay, it was using the exact same round little sign from Dollar Tree. So this is what we did last year. All I did was put a hanger of twine with the beads. So if you would rather this to hang, you could do something just like this. You know, do you the twine, load it up with some beads, and then you can hang it. But like I said, I want this to sit on my hutch. But if you want to know how to make this one, I will also link this one for you. So I love this one too. Okay, but look how cute both of these came out, and I love them. So I think that this one is my favorite though, but let me know which one you like the best. And if you think like we should add anything, like this one right here, you could probably add a little something like around the edges to it if you wanted. Like I said, I'm not very good at like painting and doing all the little accents and highlights and all that stuff, but the more I look at it, I may add something, and if I do, like I said, I'll put it on Instagram. But I love these, and just let me know what you think and which one is your favorite. So, okay, so that is it. Several more projects to come, and I have been working on the Dollar Tree Patriotic tier tray, so that is coming too. But I love these. So these are so cute, and these are so me. And of course, it's matching my shirt. All right, but that is it. So if you love these as much as I do, give me a thumbs up. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, I kept looking at it and I knew it needed something. So I just want to show you. I did all these little like squiggly little lines, and I really think that added a lot to it. Like it really completed it. And all I did, let me back up so you can see it. All I did, I took this paint marker, just a basic black paint marker, and like I said, I just did little, I just went like that. Just little like zigzags. But I really think that finished it. Like that completed it for me.